Hello and welcome back to the Rgbargeee channel and my Agrarian Skies playthrough, which we're grinding away at. Having great fun. There's so much to this mod pack. I can't credit Jaded Cat and the team enough. It sucked me in completely and I just can't stop playing it. So you've caught me doing what I've been doing most of the time that I get a chance to play, and that's trying to keep up with this sorting system. Try to get all this smelted. We're gonna have to get this automated at some point because I might only have 20 or 30 minutes to play at a time, and I seem to, every time I come on, end up doing this. Just make some more, throw them in the chest, and the chest filters them down into these. But we have done some other things, and I'll show you what I've been up to. I've been working on my farming. So I've built these 4 extra farms, and the first one I just got some grass from over there from the cows, and I turned it into grass, and then I bone mealed it. And when you bone meal the grass, you get seeds and saplings, but you get lots of them, and all of these can then be used to plant different items. And you can see I'm growing tomatoes and strawberries, all the berries. And having a look at the quest book, later on we're going to need a lot of juice to turn into vinegar, so that's why I've built these farms. Now you can automate these things, which we intend to do with planters and harvesters and sludge boilers, I think it is, that makes more soil, and amongst other things. These are soya beans. These ones are going to be important for making soya milk and tofu. Tofu you can use in the meat products, so if you're making burgers or whatever, you can use tofu instead of meat. And I've just been sticking everything in this chest so they can go in there. I've got full inventory as usual, which I need to empty. I've also, if we look over here, let's have a get up here and have a look. I've trapped the chicken, and now he's got some friends. I've thrown some eggs in there. Have I got any seeds while I'm here? Will he take a feed? Yeah. So we need to up our egg production, so we need more chickens. Simple way of doing it: trap a chicken in a 1 block space, put some hoppers feeding into a chest. Any eggs that are laid go into the chest. Go back up, throw some more in until you've got enough chickens to make lots of eggs, and leave it running. The other thing I've done is another soybean farm, lettuce, and I've still been going with my wheat and carrots. Nearly a full barrel of carrots, soybeans and lettuce, and we need thousands and thousands of these for the quests later on. The other thing I've been doing, as you know, or you remember from my last episode, I explained these conveyor belts. I've made some and I've used some. We need to get ender pearls, I think we were waiting for. Where's my quest book? And I keep losing my quest book, so I'm going to have to deal with that as well. There's one. So if you remember, go on there, click to start. Learning to skyblock. Open. We needed ender pearls, and we needed bones and rotten flesh. I've got enough rotten flesh, not enough bones. and we needed a vacuum hopper, which was ender pearls. So that meant mob farm. So I've been laying some blocks and built a mob farm. Now I've not switched it on yet, and it's a vanilla design with the mod pack twist to it. So we'll go up, have a look. Have I got some blocks? I've got some blocks. We'll go up, have a look, and then switch it on. Where's my entrance? There it is. So it's a bit risky, this bit. I could have done with some armour really, but I just want to get on with it now. I want it running because I need those ender pearls. Here it is. Now the basic design is a vanilla design. It's lots of spawning pads with trapdoors around the outside, and what happens is when these trapdoors are down, the mobs walk along, they don't see that the actual trapdoor is down, they see that there's something there, so they drop off easier. When you do it in vanilla, you would be using water in these channels instead of conveyor belts, so you have to alter the design a little bit. You take those corner ones away so that you can drop a water, so it becomes more of a cross than a square. But even so, it works fine. I've left a few of these trapdoors up so I can just have a little jog round, because we're going to have to remove the torches. Now I'm going to get my hunger up. I don't want to suddenly run out of sprint halfway around something, and I should have brought some juice with me, but this will do. We're going to remove these torches and activate this part of the trap. So I need to go down one more. There we go. Right, so this is where I'm going to finish. I'll go that way first. Boom. Boom. Shut the doors after me. Can I reach that corner one? I believe I can. I've put these deliberately so I could reach them. Shut the doors. To the corner one. Did I shut those? I did. You can go. And I'm expecting to get shot by a skelly any minute. Shut that one. That one, that one, and that one. I'm doing okay so far. And that will be all of the torches. Right, let's get out of here. Did get them all? Double check? Yep, let's go. So I need stone in my bar. Put a stone on there, so now it's completely dark. I've made these little glowstone bricks. I think now that's going to start spawning some things for us. There we go. Well, let's go down to the catchment area, which will be up there. Is there anything in there yet? Can't see anything. Can I get that torch? Yes, I can. Okay, so what we've got here, if I right click on this, it's called a grinder. Now you'll have noticed that there's no way that's a 23 drop. So this grinder is going to do all of the killing for us. I've brought power to it from some portable tanks, which we went through last episode. I think we made some tanks, and this dynamo will then power the grinder. Now from the grinder, if you look, you get a couple of slots. One is for XP, sorry, not for XP, for mob essence, and one is for items. So Once it's powered up, you'll get the mob essence collected coming out of one, and you'll get all the items going from another. So I built a tank here for the essence, and if we go around here, simple barrel array for the items, ending in a chest. So we need to make that chest, we need to make it the pipe red, so that it tries all of these before it goes to here. So with that being said, and have we got some mobs now? We have. Let's see if it will turn on. No. Oh dear. Well, it wouldn't be something I'd built, would it? Otherwise, I need fluid ducts. What have I got? An item duct. I'll shoot back and we'll get some fluid ducts. And this will really get them spawning as well, so when we do turn it on, it should start with a bang. Let's see. Fluid, fluid, fluid. Any in there? No. Any in there? Yes. What I'm going to try and do is bring that lava round to the other edge. And see if that makes it work. I think at the moment this is turning this off. We could set that to ignore. No power. No power. Right, that's what we're going to do. I didn't bring it, did I? Fluid ducts are in my bar. Let's try this. Still no power. Got some items. Well, I really don't know why that isn't turning on. Let's go and get our spanner. Hit it a few times with that, usually works. Does with everything else. So this is going to be quite critical to what we're trying to achieve now. Hopefully this will become self-running and we'll have a surplus of items for us that we can use. If I get rid of that, get rid of that. Put that there, and one in between. Oops. Okay, we can do it that way as well. There we go. Excuse me. And click on there. Break our block. Get our lever back. Put a block here. Get a cobble one this time. And now we'll try turning it on. There we go, that is on. I'm going to remove that. Place it again. Anything? No. Definitely got some mobs in there. Having a proper go at each other. right click, that's okay. Control status is ignored. Why isn't that working? The duct is empty. Hit the tank. Nope. It's an input. Now it's an output. Oh dear. Maybe these tanks aren't the ones I need. I was certain they were going to work though. Let's go and see if we can get that Enderman. Well, I really don't understand this. I have lava in the tanks. Does it need more? They're all red. Output, output. And the dynamo's not working. Let's go and double check. Back in a second. Okay, we're back. And it appears that it's working. Things are being killed. Now this isn't like the other machines because there doesn't appear to be any configuration. So it's relying on these being sensibly operated. We're definitely getting some drops showing, but it doesn't appear to be killing everything. So is there an upgrade for it? No, I don't think so. But we're getting some essence. I've just placed a tripwire, haven't I? So in the tank it says it's empty. 860 RC. When you look at this tank, you can't go off the top block on the screen, because where it says stone slab there at the top of the screen, it's reading that block, i.e. how much essence is in that single block. Now when you look at this one, because there isn't any up to that level in the tank yet, it's saying 0. So I think you have to try and interpret what's in adjacent blocks, and that'll tell you. I still haven't got this working. I have no idea what I've done wrong. I wonder if they have to be out of the bottom. Let's find out. I'm going to just quickly try that. Oh, I can't get on there. Let's try that quickly. Bang. We want it to be an output. Oh, so I now know they have to be fed from the top and the bottom, which is brilliant. Now I know. Crafting bench. Just want to make some slabs for access. And that is a working mob trap. It would appear. And I had another tank, didn't I? Pop! There we go. So it doesn't need switching on or off. It's intelligent enough to know that there is a pipe attached and outputs to it automatically. So this can go. And this can go. And hopefully Put some more lava in there. I've got another bucket on me. Yep, that's providing loads of power. It's killing some mobs. We could happily walk away now and let it do its thing, so that's what we're going to do. However, when this fills up a bit more, we'll come back and we'll help sort some of these chests out. But there is another thing I wanted to show you. What I have done. Let's make sure there's no endermen up here waiting to pounce. Behind this block is a block of witch water, and this dispenser, this piston is keeping the witch water in this block behind here. When I operate the dispenser, the piston, it retracts and the witch water is allowed to flow into the space. Now, when the mobs touch witch water, they become a different version. So the creepers become supercharged, the skeletons become wither skeletons, and things like that. I'm not sure. I think the zombies may become zombie pigmen. I'm not 100% sure. I just know that there is a benefit to doing this, because you can only get some items from wither skeletons, for instance. So yeah, it's working. It's not as fast as I'd hoped because we're actually stood right next to it. If you remember, I didn't go up the 23 blocks, so in effect we're interfering with some of the spawning areas up there. The mobs are saying I can't spawn there because you're in that area. So to turn that off for now, we're going to run back, have a look how we're doing on our quests, get away from this more than 30 blocks, and that should allow the mobs then to spawn freely. So that's where we're up to. Really happy. I placed a lot of blocks there, and I don't think it looks too shabby. It's only a vanilla based one. I could have just used a dark room, but if I was going to build a mob spawner, I'd like it to be effective like that. I think that looks quite good, so I'm happy with that. I can walk away from that. It's working. It'll fill those barrels up for me. We're going to need a lot more bone meal, so I need the bones from it. We're obviously going to need some wither skeletons as well. I need to improve this system. I'm probably going to build 3 or 4 more smelteries and see if we can't wire this chest up to them and then pump the stuff out automatically. Now, when I do that, I'm going to have to be careful because some of these items mix, and they mix into alloys, so you won't be able to pump iron, for instance, into the iron does mix with something, doesn't it? I can't even remember which mixes with which. I'm going to have to do a lot more research. But you've got your invar, which is iron and something else, and you've got your aluminium brass, and you've got the yellow one, which is gold and something else. So you have to be careful which metals you put into which smeltery, and I think I'm going to need at least 4, maybe 5, to make sure that the 3 metals that I put into that smeltery don't mix into an alloy. If I'm successful in doing that, then I can just pump them out via, instead of using these, I can put a pipe on here and then a pipe to suck out of there and send them all to this sorting system, in theory. And I'm about to starve. Quickly, don't want to die. There we go. The number of times I've done that, it's worse than having endermen all around you and having to look at the floor all the time, constantly looking at my hunger bar. So let's put those away. Iron blocks. Again, I've just used an array of pipes there, got behind all of them, and this will tell you if anything, if you look at the pipe, it will tell you if anything is stuck in the pipe with nowhere to go, which I thought was brilliant. That way, you know, if for instance I'd thrown seeds in there by mistake, or just emptied my chest in my inventory into it by mistake, then you can look at this pipe and it'll say you've got a problem here. You need somewhere to put some things. Eventually they should find their way back into the chest. That's the idea anyway. Let's have a look now. So you saw earlier these farms, and this is the speed at which they grow, which isn't too bad until you realize that tomatoes, I'm going to need 10,000 tomatoes. Now that's a big number, and that is part of the reason why this mod pack is so good. That challenge is massive, it really is, but it gives you all the tools that you need to achieve it. So it's just a case of working out how you want to go about achieving your goals and in what order. They're all achievable, we know that. We've seen the mega farms on YouTube where they make 30 million sugarcane an hour or whatever, something similar. But this mod pack is encouraging you to do that and hold your hand all the way. Shows you some different things to make. It showed you how to make the automation for the sieving. It practically said this is how you should do it, but it didn't say that. You still had to work it out for yourself, but it showed you how to make the machine for it, the sieve, the benefits of doing it. So you know, the mod pack, it's not making you discover everything for yourself. It's just giving you enough of a teaser to progress on and really get stuck in. And that's the endearing thing for me about this mod pack, is that I've not actually been bored yet, and I've done so much grinding. I really have. I've been stood at that smeltery, backwards and forwards from this chest, and in the early part of the series you saw, you didn't see how much wood I had to cut down to make this platform, but it's not been boring, because you know that just around the corner is another epic feat that you're going to be able to achieve with the tools that the mod pack's given you. So yeah, it's all brilliant. And that was a bit of a ramble about why I like this mod pack. Pretty much happy with it. So I'm happy with my progress. Let's go and see if we can't do a quick quest before I go. I know I've put some things in here and I can't remember what they're for, so I'm going to have a quick look on here. I'll be able to do that very, very soon. In fact, I could have brought one over, couldn't I? I did have one. I don't know why I'm in there. Completely befuddled today. Vacuum hopper I could have brought over, and I'll be able to get the bones soon. Hell's Kitchen. I'm sure I will have had something. I want a glacial precipitator. That's what it's called. I've got some things for it. I think it's this one. And I have no inventory space. Too many buckets. There we go. I've got 2 buckets. So we'll go in here. We'll go glacial. I need a machine frame. Oh, I should have had enough for that. There we go. Oh, in fact, that's what I've done at this time. I'm going to use buckets for mine. And buckets don't stack, therefore you can't shift click the recipe. Piston, reception coil, copper ingot. Is that the right reception coil? I'm not sure. Precipitator. We'll hand him in. It says it's a full heart. Let's see. Yep, it's not a poison one anyway. Nice. Let's have a look what's in that bag. It's a good bag, so... Oh, chicken jerky again. No, 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 no. Such a waste, but I am hungry at the moment, so that'll do nicely. I wonder if it's influenced by your hunger bar. I'm going to have to make sure I'm full next time I open a bag. There we go, chicken jerky gone. Oh, let's have a look what it opened up, because it opens up so much, that one. So you'll see why I was growing soybeans. I need a presser. And a presser is 2 doofers and a thingy-me-bob. It's 2 pistons. Let's make 2 pistons quickly. 1. Oh dear. Bomb, 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 bomb. And a redstone and an iron. The other way round. 2 pistons. That'll be 2 redstone then. And what else is it? Presser. Tin. No iron. Presser. So, we've done the presser, and now we need to do a consume task, which is firm tofu and soy milk. 200 of each. Doesn't sound too bad. So let's go and make soy milk. We will need, for that, soybeans, which look like this. I'm not sure if it needs power, so I'm going to come over here to the power line anyway. It can go right there for me, top corner. Boom. I don't think it needs power, you know. I'm going to get my spanner back and remove it from there. When I remember where I put my spanner. I put it in there, really? Ah, there it is. Yeah, if this doesn't need power, that is great. Oh, we'll have to break it off. Please don't die. There we go. So if it doesn't need power, it can go here. And I'm in the inventory of it now. I'm going to drop some of those in there. And it's working. Okay, so let's go and get some more. And we're definitely going to need some more. If you remember, some of these challenges require... There we go, that's as many as I can carry for now. Some of these challenges require a lot of meat later on. So... And you can't shift click them in. Oh dear. I wonder if a chest would work on there. It seems to have an input. We find out. So I'm not really sure whether my sharing the learning process is effective, and that's one of the next things I wanted to ask people, really. I've done some, not a lot, but I have done some mod pack before. No, that seems to only be going down. Oh well. I can store things on there. I suspect the magic pipes would work. They seem to be intuitive with all the other machines, so if I wanted to automate it, I could, and I probably will, but not at the moment. We'll carry on making all of these. Bomb, bomb. No, not levers. And I'll show you now what you need to do next. So we've put the soya beans in here, and we need the soy milk for part of the challenge, and we need 200 of them, so that's 200 beans. But silken tofu isn't the tofu that they want, so you put the tofu back in again, and that makes the firm tofu that they want. So when I do automate this process, I'm going to need 2 of these, and I need to work out how to send the soy milk one way and the firm tofu the other way, into the next the soft tofu the other way into the next one, so that it can be turned into firm. And there isn't a byproduct of it, so it just goes into firm. So we need 200 of those. Yeah, very achievable. What was next? Gold ingot, diamond. Oh dear, what was this for? Wow, I've nearly got enough bones. We'll definitely turn that one in. Diamond and a furnace. This is for the altar, isn't it? Oh, not that one. I want my book. Let's look at the altar. So we're doing the consume task, this one. We have toasty bread, aged juice, most important meal, and these are all to manufacture 100 of those, and there are, I think, 8 different steps to create a hearty breakfast, 800 items. Oh wow. We were looking at the altar, so it's not on here, it's on the wizard. Open, not shards, bloody power, blood altar. So let's see how to make that. Not that one, that one. I don't think there's much crafting. I think we just have to put them, there it is. Yeah, we just have to put them in the right order. So we've done that. 100% done. Now we need to make a weak blood orb. No, I haven't already got it. So we want blood orb. Not that one, that one. Is it on here? Rgbargee's blood orb. A weak blood orb. So we need to place this and put a diamond on it. Uses 2 LPs. I have no idea what an LP is. Oh, I just don't know what to do now. What should I do next? I should put the altar down and put a diamond on it, and the altar can go here for now. I'm assuming you can move it later on, and we'll get our diamond, of which I'm getting loads thank you to this machine. How many is that? Seems a lot. There's diamond. So I just right click it on. No, just get me the diamond back. So, do I need that other orb thing that we made? We made one, didn't we, last time? So, no, that's a maggot. No, that's an apple. There he is. He looks very angry face. Do you have to put that in? Ah, this is the thing you have to stab yourself with. It's doing something. So you have to right click it. Now it stopped doing it. There's 3. Oh, it's taking light. It's taking hearts off me. I'm going to work. Doesn't appear to. Oh, you got to kill yourself to get one? I'm not killing myself. I need to eat though. Let's see. It'd be shocking if you have to actually kill yourself though. No, and it's still not done it. And I've got a purple slime. Who's baying for me? I don't know where he's come from. Oh dear. I think more research is in order. Ah, that's the thing. Ha! Open hand? Yes, we did it. So did I need to die or not? I hope not, because I haven't got that. Oh, there's my head. I haven't got that many lives. I think I'm probably just confused. Done that. And then we're on there. We can manually submit that and claim. We get it back. Oh, I really don't know what I'm doing. So if you've got any help, feel free to offer it my way, because I'm lost with this one. So I have got 11 lives left. And I have got a writing pick with stone bowed, stone clumsy, paper repair, and it's only +2. I think that's rubbish. So he's getting filed. Okay, so it looks like we had one last quest. Yes, now then. Bees, 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 bees. Book. What are we making here? But not that. Bees. We're going to make a scented artificial hive and a scoop. Now, how am I going to do this? I'm going to have to get seed oil. Where are those cans from last time? I made loads of cans, didn't I? Are they in the squeezer? Can't get up there anymore now. I've got my cross piece on. There, I've got 13 cans and a barrel. So I believe what I have to do now is put the barrel down, fill this up with a can, make the hive, which was a hay bale and a, yes, put him in there. Didn't do anything. It's definitely in there. And we need a scoop too, which is string and wool. And I think I remember it is that and that. The scoop. Take you back. Scented now. Excellent. So we can hand that back. Get some nice bees and we'll have that bag. It's not giving it me, has it? I'm full. I expect. Yes, I'm too full. I've got some Invar boots. I got those from a load of glowing circles. I believe it's a zombie pigman boss, my youngest son was telling me. A load of glowing circles that happened to be in the cage with my pigs. So I killed it and got boots. Excellent. Claim the reward. There we go. So it's a good heart and bees. I don't know how to do bees. It was one of the things I'm hoping to learn. So, and we got a bag, didn't we? Let's see what's in the bag. Oh, more jerky. I was only hungry for one. I think it is more than likely just chance. Where can we put my head? Head on a plate. Remind you not to be silly. He can go there. And this thing, I'm definitely going to have to learn more about Formcraft. So, I think we've done quite a bit there again. I'll have a wander down. Got my book with me. We'll see how it's doing. It should be starting to fill up some of these. Oh, it's filling them up. I didn't think about those. And I've got trophies as well. And chainmail. Now I can make steel from chainmail. Nothing's made it to the chest yet. Potato. Thank you. This potato is the first one we've had. And we're definitely going to need it. So, oh, I thought that was a mob on the floor then. How are we doing for... We're going to need some more larvae pretty soon. And we're up to 4,000. We can hold 16,000. Well, creeper going off. Bones. We've got over a stack already, so we can actually do... Learn to skyblock. No. Learning to skyblock. Marietta Butcher's shop. Manually submit. Bones done. There'll be some zombie flesh here, won't there? Where is it all? It's all up there. Oh, I just right clicked, don't I? Done. So there's a bonus. I'm going to have that one. Let's see what we got. We got a safari. Oh, it doesn't say what's in it. It's a mystery. Okay. And a book. Didn't we get a book last time? What's on my book? Not you. He. Unbreaking 3 again. Still losing a few drops around here. No. That way. Where are they? They might be up here somewhere. Oh, spider. So spider right. Oh, look how many spiders. Oh, we got 11. Well, we're lined up for next episode. I'm going to call it quits for this episode. I need to go and get some lava and make sure this is filled up. I need to work out why nothing is going into that chest. and we need to sort all these barrels out so that they only have one item going into them. Thanks for joining me again. If you know anything about the Thorncraft altar and how to work it, I'd really appreciate you letting me know, because I don't, and I need to find out one way or another. Yeah, that's great. Happy with the progress, happy with the mod pack. All is good. I need to go to work soon, and hopefully next time when we come back I'll have a whole new project. Now this is working and we can actually get some ender pearls. Yeah, it's going to be great. I'll see you soon.